Good evening, football fans. Big Al is Wednesday night. It's December 6th, 2023, and these are my Week 14 NFL picks, both straight up and against the spread. Point and totals are from the Sports Alerts app. The announcers for each game, that is from touchdownwire.com, or rather usatoday.com/touchdownwire. Sorry about that. And the announcers are also seen on the 506 Sports website. That's www.506sports.com/NFL. All you have to do is scroll down to Week 14, and that information plus all the maps for the Sunday afternoon games will be right there. Maps are scheduled to change, so check in with them throughout the weekend for any changes. Okay, let's jump right picks, kicking things off with Thursday Night Football. It is the 2-10 New England Patriots at the 7-5 Pittsburgh Steelers. Thursday night at 8:15 on Prime. Your announcers are Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit, and sideline reporter Kaylee Hartine. The Patriots come in ranked 31st in my Week 14 power rankings. The Steelers are 15th. Current point spread is Pittsburgh -6. Over-under is at 30. Pretty low total. I have the Steelers winning 20-10. That means the total will push. And I'm taking the Steelers -6. Now let's jump to the Sunday games, starting off with the early kickoffs. First up, the Carolina Panthers at 1-11 visit the 5-7 New Orleans Saints, Sunday at 1 p.m. on Fox. Your announcers are Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma, and Shannon Spake. The Panthers are, of course, number 32 in my Week 14 power rankings. The Saints are number 22. Current spread is New Orleans -4.5, and the over-under is at 37.5. I'm taking the Saints straight up 21-17. Have the game going over 37.5. But I'm taking the Panthers with the 4.5 points. Off to the NFC North next with the 9-3 Detroit Lions visiting the 4-8 Chicago Bears. Sunday at 1 p.m. on Fox. Your announcers are Adam Amin, Mark Schlereth, and Christina Pink. The Lions are number 6 in my Week 14 power rankings, and the Bears are 25th. Current point spread is Detroit -3. Over-under is 43.5. I've got the Lions winning 28-20, and I'm taking Detroit minus the 3 points. Up next, the 7-5 Houston Texans at the 4-8 New York Football Jets. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Your announcers are Kevin Harlan, Trent Green, and Melanie Collins. Houston is number 8 in my Week 14 power rankings, while the Jets are 29th. Current point spread is Houston -3.5. Over-under is at 33, another low total. I've got the Texans winning 13, and I'm taking the Texans -3.5. Moving on to the 7-5 Indianapolis Colts and Cincinnati Bengals. Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. Announcers are Tom McCarthy, James Lofton, Jay Feely, and Tiffany Blackman. Indy is ranked 13th in my current power rankings. Cincinnati is number 20. Current point spread is Indy -1, and the over-under is 44. This is going to be a high-scoring game, I think. Based on what we saw Monday night out of Jake Browning against the Jaguars, I think there's going to be a lot of points scored. That said, I am taking the Colts 27-24, and I'm taking Indy -1. Staying in Staying in the state of Ohio, you got the 8-4 Jacksonville Jaguars, speaking of which, visiting the 7-5 Cleveland Browns. Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. Your announcers are Ian Eagle, Charles Davis, and Evan Washburn. All right, the Jaguars, after losing in overtime Monday night to the Bengals, fell to number 10 in my Week 14 power rankings. The Browns just a spot below them at number 11. Current point spread is Cleveland -3. Over-under is another low total at 30.5. I have the Browns winning this one 21-14, and I'm taking the Browns -3 points. Up next, the 6-6 Los Angeles Rams taking the cross-country trip to face Lamar Jackson and the 9-3 Bolts. Sunday at 1 p.m. on Fox. Your announcers are Daryl Johnston and Pam Oliver. The Rams are number 14 in my Week 14 power rankings. The Ravens are number 2. Current point spread is Baltimore -7, and the over-under is at 40.5. I have the Ravens winning this rather easily, 28-13, and I'm taking Baltimore -7. The last of the early games is the 5-7 Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the 6-6 Atlanta Falcons. And pretty much the winner of this game takes over first place in the week, NFC South. 1 p.m. on CBS. Your announcers are Spiro Ditas, Adam Archuleta, and Aditi Kinkawala. The Falcons are number 12. Current point spread is Atlanta -1.5. Over-under is 39.5. I'm taking Tampa Bay in this one 20-17, and I'm taking the Bucs with the 1.5 points. All right, now to the 4 late games on the schedule. Starting off with the 6-6 Minnesota Vikings at the 5-7 Las Vegas Raiders. Sunday at 4:05 Eastern on Fox. Your announcers are Kevin Kugler, Mark Sanchez, and Laura Oakman. The Vikings come number 21 in my Week 14 power rankings, and the Raiders are number 4. Current point spread is Minnesota -3. Over-under is 40. I got the Vikings winning this 23-17, and I have the game pushing that 40 points. And I'm taking Minnesota -3. Then on the NFC West, the 6-6 Seattle Seahawks face off with the 9-3 San Francisco 49ers. Sunday at 4:05 on Fox. Announcers are Kevin Burkhardt, Grelson, Aaron Andrews, and Tom Rinaldi. The Seahawks are number 16 in my Week 14 power rankings, while the 49ers are my new number 1. Current point spread is San Francisco -10.5, and the over-under is 46.5. I think with the 49ers, it may be a letdown spot for them after the big win over the Eagles last week, which means San Francisco wins 31-24. And I have Seattle plus the 10.5 points. I think they'll keep this one close as opposed to Thanksgiving Day game in Seattle. Up next is part 2 of CBS's doubleheader. Most of the country will get the 6-6 Buffalo Bills at the 8-4 Kansas City Chiefs. So it's another matchup between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Sunday at 4:25 on CBS. Your announcers are Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wilson. Both are within the top 10 of my power rankings. The Bills are 9th. The Chiefs are 5th. Current point spread is KC -2. Over-under is 48.5. I'm zigging in this one. I'm taking the Bills 28-24, and I'm taking Buffalo plus the 2 points. Others will get the 6-6 Denver Broncos at the 5-7 Los Angeles Chargers. Sunday at 4:25 on CBS. Your announcers are Andrew Catalan, Tiki Barber, Matt Ryan, and AJ Ross. The Broncos are number 17 in my current Week 14 power rankings. The Chargers are number 18. For some strange reason, the current point spread is LA -3 and the over-under is 44. I'm not buying it. I have the Broncos over the Chargers 27-17 and yet another push on the total, and I'm taking Denver +3. Next is Sunday Night Football. Big game in the NFC East. The 10-2 Philadelphia Eagles at the 9-3 Dallas Cowboys. Dallas has a 14-game home win streak at AT&T Stadium on the line in this one. Meanwhile, both teams are battling for the top spot in the NFC East. Sunday at 8:20 on NBC. Your announcers are Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, and Melissa Stark. Both teams are within my top 5, as Philadelphia is number 4 and Dallas is number 3. Current point spread is Dallas -3.5. The over-under is 52. But all I got to say here is fly, Eagles, fly in Big D. Give me the Birds, 31-28, and I'm taking Philly +3.5. Then you've got 2 games on Monday night. The first one we'll look at is the 6-6 Green Bay Packers at the 4-8 New York Football Giants. Monday night at 8:15 on ABC. Your announcers are Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, and Lisa Salter. The Packers are currently 19th in my Week 14 power rankings. The Giants are 30th. Current point spread is Green Bay -7, and the over-under is 36. I have the Packers winning straight up 20, the Giants plus the 7. And the final game is the 4 Tennessee Titans at the 9-3 Miami Dolphins. Monday at 8:15 on ESPN. The announcers for that game are Chris Fowler, Louis Riddick, Dan Orlovsky, and Laura. The Titans, real low power rankings this week. They're at number 28. The Dolphins are near the top at number 7. Current point spread is Miami -13, biggest point spread on the board this week. Over-under is 46.5. And this is going to be a slaughterhouse down in South Florida. Give me the Dolphins 38-14. And I'm taking Miami with that large 13-point spread. All right, folks, that is it for my picks for this week. Got them in a little earlier than expected. We will be back on Monday with another look at the NBA and NHL standings and the games in each league over the coming 7 days. That will be dropping on Monday. Join me for that. In the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and get notified every time I go live. Big Al signing off. Thanks for watching and enjoy the picks action this weekend. Peace out.